you guys, welcome to my video on making this Edwardian Dorothy outfit. Well, Edwardian Dorothy summer dress, whatever works. Honestly, it's 3 a.m. in the morning when I'm recording this voiceover, so it's going to be a little bit strange. Anyway, this is the fabric. The gingham is, I think, a cotton poly mix, which is alright. It's cooling enough. I don't sweat a lot. Well, I do sweat a lot. It's just okay. Anyway, I'm drafting the bodice with a bodice block that I just sort of extended lengthwise, so that because I was going to gather it down anyway, so that was to sort of give room for the gathers. And then I'm just using like sleeve patterns that I have around, the biggest one that I have around, and also high strikes. So yeah, cutting the sleeve pattern, I used a lace overlay which is bigger, so it gives the sort of voluminous, airy bubble look, and then I sewed more lace. So this is for the cuffs. You know, I actually filmed this, so this dress was made all the way in, I don't know, March, and it's now June, so it's 3 months ago. And while I was editing this, I had legitimately had a lot of problems with the timeline of everything, because I had forgotten what I was doing, and also because I have a tendency to work in sort of I don't actually do the skirt first and then I do the bodice. I kind of do everything at once. I mean, the basic things I do fast. So I draft the skirt, cut the skirt out, put the skirt together. But some things I won't do yet, adding the decorations, stuff like that. And then I'll work on the bodice first, because that requires drafting as well. So yeah, everything was really confusing, and I think I shifted. So I edit in, well, I mean, I think whatever editing software you use, you probably have the same thing, where you can sort of shift the clips up and put them in the other timeline, and then shift them down again to sort of place them in another place. Well, that kept happening because I kept forgetting. I kept getting clips or looking at clips that was I don't know whether I'm doing this for the bodice or the skirt, because I ended up adding sort of very similar decorations for both the bodice and the skirt. So yeah, that was great. Anyway, here's the sort of cuff. I sort of ended up covering the raw edge of the cotton linen blend, so the white cotton linen blend, with another lace. I think I'm supposed to be talking in this clip, but I obviously cut it out. Great, thanks. Yeah, so that's really the putting together of the bodice, which actually surprisingly was fine. That doesn't usually happen to me. Anyway, I thought I'd show you guys what I did with sleeves. So this is the other one. So I gathered the sides down a little bit, gathered the middle down a little bit, and then sort of ran a gathering thread here. So you can see how I haven't actually sewn this part yet. So I have to sew down the lace sort of lining to it, and then I have these ties here, which are gingham as well, which I find really cute. And then yeah, and I have to stay stitch the neckline, because this is obviously just that gathering too. It's not very even, so I think I have to stay stitch this down, and then it'll be done, you know. I have to do the yoke. Yeah, that's what I have to do. Yeah. Hello, so the massive skirt's over there. So I just got this sleeve on and I think it's actually looking really nice. I have to still sew the little lace part. I don't think you can see it, everything's white. To the sleeve slightly, and then do this part. But otherwise, I'm done. Also, I need to extend the hem because it's always too short. Like with my Ariel dress as well, it was like too short. So like it has danger of coming out when I wear it. So I'm probably just gonna extend it by a little bit and just put, because it's not like I can see it anyway. But it's always a problem for some reason. I must have a very long torso. But yeah, this looks great. So after some ASMR cutting, we are finally on the way, well not really because I'm still cutting the lining here, on the way to making the skirt. So the skirt is really put together in sort of very... Also, if you hear some snoring in the background, that's my dog. Strax snores incredibly loudly for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with him. Well, I do know what's wrong with him. He's kind of fat. There's nothing wrong with that, I suppose. So anyway, I'm putting the lining and the skirt together, and what I actually did was to fold the lining and then sort of jam the horsehair braid into that fold, and then I'd fold the skirt and then put both of it together. I've done this method a few times. I wouldn't recommend it 100%, only because sometimes it doesn't work, and I think in the next video I will show you an example of what happens when it does not work. So if you want to try this method, you could be my guest. It's easy, and it's also a lot faster, I think, than maybe other methods, but well, use it as your own risk. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, I am not going to pretend that I set out to make an Edwardian Dorothy. I did not. I sort of just had the gingham fabric lying around. So anyway, here I am making the ruffles. They're fine, nothing extraordinary. I'm just kind of gathering down really, really tightly the white linen cotton blend, whatever this thing is called. I think it's a linen cotton blend from AliExpress. Anyway, here I am showing off this weird sort of half skirt. It looks like a walrus for some reason. Yeah, I kept staring at it and I thought, why does it look like a walrus? Anyway, I'm also doing sort of similar method as I did with horsehair braid. I'm sort of folding the white fabric such that the folded hem, instead of folding inwards, folds outwards, and then I sewed the lace over it. I do not recommend this. I cannot not recommend this enough, because you will miss some spots. I guess if you needed to do the dress really quickly, it's fine, but what I ended up doing was actually just cutting the entire thing off, and also because I wanted to make the dress shorter, so I cut the whole thing off, and made the whole dress short. But you won't see this in this video because I actually only did the changes recently. But yeah, after this I just kind of faff around with the skirt a little bit, pin the ruches ruffles on, and do the back and stuff like that. I would say it was quite a fun project, this skirt. I don't remember, to be honest, because it's 3 months ago, and a lot of things has happened since then. Well, not a lot of things, but I graduated and stuff like that, so it's sort of like it's been really busy, so I kind of don't really quite remember what happened, other than the fact that I went to the beach with this. And then I also recently went to like the fabric district with my friend with this, and then I actually, because the skirt's white at the bottom, might have stepped in like a puddle of oil or something, because it was like a huge black stain on my skirt, which kind of led me to the realization that I should just make the skirt shorter, because it actually just grazes the ground. But yeah, anyway, skirt deco, woo! Anyway, I think you saw me do closures in the last clip. I don't always do skirt closures. Sometimes I just wait until the day that I want to do it, which is maybe 2 weeks after the completion of the skirt. I have a skirt right now with the bar of the skirt is really just a safety pin. You can do that, by the way, just like jam a safety pin and then you can use it as a temporary bar. I'm not gonna say it's the right thing to do, but you can do it. Anyway, this is really nice shot. Good job. I mean, I don't really care about the angles sometimes, because like YouTube is like one of the hobbies of my hobbies. Like sewing is the hobby, and then YouTube is the hobby of the hobby. It's like hobbyception, so I don't really like care much about it. It's really just a video diary for me. Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I'm making a ribbon. Yeah, I am. It's fine. I won't say it's like the best ribbon in the world, but yeah, it could be worse, you know. Yeah, and I go on doing this for quite a while, because there are like, I don't know, like 7 ribbons on the skirt, not including the one in the front, which is the nicest ribbon. It's a ribbon that's made the quote unquote proper way, where you sew everything and then you do the edges, finish the edges nicely, and then you sew the ribbon at the back so that it stays pretty. Anyway, here I'm showing you the ribbon. Cheerio. Anyway, I hope you like this video. I did actually like sort of looking back at, you know, what I made in the past and stuff like that. Well, I say in the past, it was really only 3 months ago, but you know, I sort of make projects pretty quickly, so I tend to forget what I did, and sort of the quote unquote the struggles that I went through. But yeah, it was quite nice. I love this dress a lot. I have worn it so many times because it is washable. It is light. It is breezy. It is perfect for summer. I say it is like I live in a country with 4 seasons. I do not. It is a perpetual summer in this stinkhole. Anyway, that aside, I really like this dress. I would make one sort of like this again, maybe in a different, well, it has to be in a different color, probably different design, and I'll show you guys next time, or whatever, if you want to see it or not. Actually, whether you want to see it or not, I will show you anyway. So yeah, I think I have some more photos that I will show in the end. But yeah, I hope you like this video. I had a nice time sort of making this and editing it and everything. And here, oh yeah, I'm sewing it on. But yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye. Enjoy the photos.